Hello and welcome back to Our Darker Purpose. My name is WW Diamond, but you already know that. First off, don't worry about the lag that's going on. That's going to go away just when I start to run. For some reason, Fraps is having a problem with recording this anyway. Yeah, so why am I playing this? This is of course a post-commentary, because I was just trying to kind of de-rust myself on this game while I had nothing better to do. So I ended up doing this run, and I was just recording because I didn't want to miss a potential off-screen highlight. And then it turned out to be a pretty goddamn good run. And I just thought, hey, why not upload it? So yeah, if you haven't been around when I first started playing this game, this is a very Isaac-like game. So essentially, it's a roguelike, procedurally generated, like rooms and floors, and you've got a boss at the end of the floor, you have items that you pick up, and so on and so forth. So nothing really that you wouldn't know from other roguelikes. Apart from the fact that it has a Rogue Legacy style upgrade system that also affects your stats and stuff. So yeah, you should, if you don't know the game yet, you should definitely check out my series on it. The link to the playlist is in the description down below. So, but let's go to the actual run here, and to some actual commentary, I guess. So I have the perk that lets me upgrade one level that right at the start of the floor. So yeah, I got the upgrade that makes me regenerate a percentage of health with every token that I pick up. Tokens, those things there, those shiny metal things, they're the currency in this game. So essentially like cents in Isaac. And there we've got the first champion of the floor. Champion enemies are red in color and drop an item when you kill them, so that's pretty nice to have. Yeah, also what's not very nice to have is those trash cans down there, because they happen to always shoot me when I go past them too close, so yeah. But anyway, that's the item that makes juice boxes also damage enemies when you use them, which is pretty nice, but yeah. And since I had a juice box lying around on the floor and I had full juice boxes, I was going to just use this in this room to see how much damage it actually deals. Not that much, I gotta say, but hey, it's something. Yeah, getting rid of some desk spiders. So the reason that I actually wanted to do a little de-rusting on this game, as I probably told you in some other video at some point. Oh nice, Van de Graaff generator, or Van de Graaff playset. Now we randomly discharge electricity around us that hurts enemies, as you see. So as I probably told you, I'm going to start doing daily streams when Isaac Rebirth comes, Afterbirth comes out, since that's going to have daily runs. So I wanted to stream the daily run every day, and after that, whatever I feel like. Also, we're going to get the Horn Beast steak here, which makes us regenerate 20% of our health, or up to 20% of our health, of our total health, at the end of each floor. while we're transitioning to the next floor, which is pretty nice. So, and when I do these daily streams, I kind of need some other stuff that I'm gonna play on stream, because at least once I'm done with doing the Lost stuff on Afterbirth, which is going to be doing Mega Satan and the new game mode, Greed mode. That's going to be fun. Anyway, once I don't have any more Lost runs to do, I'm probably not going to play much Isaac on stream after the daily run. So I'll probably end up playing some other games, and apart from the obvious choices like the rhythm games I've been playing on stream a whole lot lately. I also wanted to get back into this game, since then I don't need to produce weekly episodes of Our Darker Purpose, and I probably won't get as burnt out on it as I was when I stopped the series. So yeah, as I said, I wanted to get back into this game, and I wanted to actually beat it to the end, which I haven't done this far. Same thing with another Isaac-like, with Wizard's Lizard. I'm going to probably be playing that on stream as well. And some other games that I haven't played in a whole lot of time. I'm probably going to go back and play some more Rogue Legacy, or yeah, whatever. Yeah, also of course there's going to be a whole lot other games that I'm not going to talk about right now, because I don't actually know how many other games I'm gonna be able to stream. But yeah, let's leave that to when I actually can stream daily, which is going to be when Afterbirth hits. Anyway, I'm not going to take a speed down just for some tokens, so I took the 5%. Oh, what was that? You probably read it. I didn't. I was rambling on about other stuff. Sorry. Yeah. So we got the leftovers for this, which is a pretty nice item because you can destroy environmental objects with it. As you see, also it damages enemies if it hits anyone. And sorry, I gotta sneeze real quick. Didn't want to stop the recording of the voice over here. Sorry, I'm lazy. Anyway, yeah, I use up a juice box there because there's one lying around. Why not? Probably because I could have used it later and gotten more out of it, but hey. As I said, de-rusting on the game. I don't have any tokens, so I can't really buy anything here anyway. Even if the slow and hit thing, that's the second from the bottom, is a pretty nice item, but I need 8 tokens for that. I don't have that at the moment. Yeah. That's like the one thing that's really easy in this game. Those ice labyrinths always have a way on the far left to whatever you want to get to. That is an item from the Halloween update, which was a whole lot of time ago actually, like last year Halloween. I haven't played the game since then, unfortunately. Yeah, you probably read what it did. I didn't. Sorry. And I don't actually remember right now either. And I totally overlooked that coin, yes. For some reason I didn't see that. Weird. Anyway. So yeah, getting rid of those bubble dudes and the spike bitches. And I have no idea what hit me there. Yeah, those shock barrels are pretty pretty stupid. You can't actually destroy them with the environment destroying stuff, and you actually if you shoot it, it's sending out a shockwave that's hurting both enemies and you. Yeah, that furnace there. I tried to yeah, there we go. No, actually managed to destroy it with the leftovers. Sorry for clearing my throat a lot. I just got up. For some reason, the stuff stuck. Anyway. So yeah, little bit of a bad thing about this. If there's no furnace, those flames, that snake of flames there, is going to follow me around forever. Unless I leave the room. For some reason, they only disappear if there's at least one furnace left in the room. So, that one furnace should make all three disappear. Now only one comes out. I could essentially destroy this furnace and only have one chasing me around. In any way, we've got a boss to fight here. After looking that we don't actually have that many tokens that we could go back and get anything. And there's the one of my definitely not favorite bosses. Fucking Candelabra of Longing. There's one strip down here where there's no spikes, so at least you can go right and left here without getting hit by the spikes. Thing is, you still get hit by the Candelabra and its shots if you don't dodge very well, and I'm not dodging very well in this fight. This is a very long and tedious fight. Always was, always will be. Especially because in this game you won't ever get really overpowered. That's just not a thing that happens. Yeah. God dang it, stop getting hit. So of course I'm using the leftovers for some extra shots there, but yeah, not that awesome. Also apparently I somehow managed to destroy one of the spikes here. I have no idea how, because I don't think the leftovers destroy spikes. Because I'm pretty sure where I was standing before, over here, there was a spike somewhere. Just there isn't one anymore. Anyway, so on to the next floor. And I'm more for a haunted floor than an underlit floor because I hate dark floors in every game. I hate dark floors in Paranautical Activity. I hate dark floors in Isaac Rebirth. I hate dark floors in this game. And there I go, rolling through fucking spikes. Good idea. You know, the one thing that's a little bit a little bit annoying about this game and playing Isaac at the same in a close you know in close succession after playing this. You use the space bar to roll, to do that dodge roll that I'm doing all the time in this game. I end up using my space item by accident a lot in Isaac after that, for some reason. Something I call ODP syndrome. Using your spacebar item in Isaac so much that you don't actually know anymore. Because for some reason you keep pressing space when you shouldn't. Because you are used to fucking our darker purpose. Anyway. We've got 8 tokens. I sure would love to get that Candelabra Matchstick thing. Yeah, that's another Halloween update thing. Bosses occasionally come with token drops. I think that was. Anyway, that is like the one OP item in here that I want. So I end up going ahead and looking for some more money before fighting the boss. Or actually I went back and fought the boss right away because I still had like high amounts of health and a few juice boxes. Subsidy and animate. That's one of the more annoying bosses because you need to actually shape this fight completely around his bad pattern. And yeah. Then you go ahead and hide behind the ice, and then you go shoot him again. And don't get hit by that ice thing. Then you make him get hit by his own spike, because that that speeds up the process. And that would be that. Yeah, and as I said, on to oh yeah, also level up. And I think I'm gonna take the 5 damage here because that's actually better, because you don't actually get that many like damage ups in this game at all. Like the really overpowered and good items usually are breakable items that break after you've taken a certain amount of hits or a certain amount of damage. Yeah, that champion is always one of my favorites. Not because you come, yeah, you have this green dust cloud following you around. If it hits you, then you're gonna get confused, which as of the last update, I think means that you either shoot in the wrong direction or run in the wrong direction, like opposite of what you're pressing. Before it was a complete invert of the controls. Yeah, and that was the Van de Graaff playset screwing me. I hate that. I think I'll also end up using a juice box in this room because I am pretty low on health here compared to where I was before. Even though I'm still like at half the health that I actually have. So that's not really that low health. Excuse me while you watch this, I'm gonna go get myself something to drink because my throat doesn't like me talking while it's dry. Okay. Okay, yeah. A new use item. Avian assistance calls in those bird thingies, and those are pretty nice damage dealing things. If they all hit, they can kill pretty much any enemy with that one attack, as you see here. I'd say they're pretty good. Of course, the exploding furniture is due to this being a haunted floor, and the poltergeists are acting up apparently. Up until you clear the room, then they stop for some reason, or when they're out of furniture. Yeah, that again, that's exactly the same maze as before, as you see. Like, if there's one thing that's really easy about this game, it's the mazes. Yeah, and this is a use item that I really like. It refills your entire juice boxes, so if you go down to 0 at any time and you use this, you got your max juice boxes again. Which means more health generation, which means you survive longer, which means this is really good. Unfortunately, use items are on E. The chalk is on R. Those are right next to each other, and I keep on mixing those two up in this game for some reason. Like, I have no fucking idea why, because in shooters I have no problem pressing R to reload without even looking. Like, R is one of the keys that I definitely know the position of without looking, and I still press E all the time. I probably should rebind the key to F or something. Then again, does this game have rebinding? I don't know. But I guess I'm gonna find out the next time I start it up, because I'm definitely going to try that. Sorry, I gotta blow my nose. Really great commentary over this, isn't it? Yeah, that's why I usually don't post commentary. Yeah, this room I usually like pretty much because you get a free chest, but yeah, this isn't actually a bad item either. Shots extend at random angles at the end of the range for approximately half the range that you had. Or actually for another full range, as you just saw. Pretty awesome. Also, I did get the candelabra matchsticks on the last floor, so that's why I have the fire going on while rolling. Pretty nice. Potato battery that makes force field around us that slows enemy projectiles. Pretty useful. For anything that actually counts as a projectile, those clouds don't. And I'll just use the juice box to destroy that guy because I can. Got one lying around. There's another one lying around, but I'm at full health. Sometimes this game really drops juice boxes on your head left and right, and you can't use them, and then when you need them, you don't get them. And I totally didn't notice that there's a chair throwing pitch down in the corner. Because that doesn't have to be there in this little room layout. Yeah, those arms that come out of the holes there are really a bit of a problem here, because I kinda need to get there to be able to shoot the last guy. Or just get lucky a whole lot with the angle that the shot bounces away in, being like 180 degrees. Wait, that would bounce right back. 0 degrees. Yeah, I guess you can tell I was never good in geometry. Angles are generally something that I don't like. Like, for me, it's enough to know a 45-degree angle and a right angle, and that's about it. I don't need anything more in my life. Okay, so let's go ahead and fight the boss of this floor. After exploring the last few rooms here. Because for some reason I went completionist on this floor. Not that that would be good in any way at this point. Because we're starting to get to the point where you don't want to actually clear the entire floor. Because as I said, in this game you don't ever get really overpowered, unlike in Isaac. So yeah, here we are at the equivalent of what Mom is in Isaac. The first like chapter boss, the Woundward Fortress. So strategy for this: get the fortress down to the health bar being at the S in fortress, so it stops spawning the big dudes that follow you around. And then you destroy this little house so it doesn't spawn the other stalker dudes anymore. These guys. Then you get this one over here so it doesn't throw globes at you anymore. And yes, this fight is definitely a bullet hell. Oh, nice juice box. Yeah, then destroy the 3 houses down there. But those spawn those chalk clouds. Really annoying. Also, they shoot at you. I still don't get what they're shooting at you. It looks like paper balls, but why would paper balls hurt you? Then again, this whole thing is set in a school-like environment, so yeah. Actually makes sense to be balls of paper. Then we've got Goneril, the actual like boss of this floor. Multi-phase boss fights, always the best. Get rid of that, and get rid of Goneril herself. And that would be that. Candelabra matchsticks OP. Yeah, I always walk out of the room after the boss to see if I get another level up. I take the 20% attack speed there, which is essentially what a tears up is on Isaac. So a fire rate up. I always leave the room there to see if I get a level up, because there is an item that makes you level up on the next floor right at the start, and I always try to avoid accidentally leaving the floor with that item by just generally not leaving the floor right away after the boss fight. Okay, that guy there is the librarian. I think that's what he's called. Anyway, he shows you where the secret room is on the floor, if there is one. You can end up fighting him in here, or you can end up getting items in here, or sands and juice boxes that are completely useless at the moment. Yay. And that's level up right in the next room, which is a pretty nice thing. Yeah, getting through those hands without getting hit is pretty hard. So yeah, I get the 10 damage up there because nice damage up. You can't re-enter a secret room, by the way, for some reason. It shows on the map, but you can't enter it anymore. Weird. Also, I have no idea how the chair throwing bitch stands that far back that she actually hits me when I roll past her back there. Sometimes the hitboxes in this game are a little bit off. Well, this is a room where I'd definitely like to have the environmental destroying stuff, because it's pretty damn stupid. Like, I probably just roll through there, yeah, as you see. Much easier to kill those guys with the rolling flames than with actual shots. That there is I don't actually know what the or remember what the item is called, but it summons a little tornado that destroys environment and also damages enemies. Yeah, this guy is standing at a very inconvenient spot. That there is another use item, that's Cinder's time key. You can slow down time for a short amount of time. It's not that good. there would be the boss for this floor. But this time I would expect like the King of Douches. But no, it's Poor Man's Larry Jr., aka the friendly footstools. Previously there was a bug with this boss that made you able to just go ahead and press pause the moment it split, and then it would concentrate all of the stools on the head and you could just stand there and shoot it. Strategic use of the rolling flames. And I thought I'd actually roll away faster than he's moving, but for some reason he gets faster. Didn't know that was a thing either. Or at least I didn't remember. I probably knew at some point. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go ahead and kill him here. And that's that for that floor. I'm never doing sensitive floors, so I'm going for the too small floor. Sensitive floors would make me take double damage and deal double damage. So essentially the item what was that? The Fool does in Paranautical Activity. Double damage in, double damage out. Really stupid. Unless you have like insane amounts of health that you're never gonna get in this game. I hate that these guys can hide over furniture. Really gets annoying. Also the invisible gay guys are a pretty annoying thing. Invisible gay guys because they're invisible and they're coming out of the closet. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I know. Very nice pun. Anyway, those dudes just make you not move for a moment. They don't damage you. It's just like annoying if another enemy is shooting at you at that moment. Give me that juice box and you die. And then we're gonna go ahead and get those tokens here. And then we're out of this room because this is a dead end. That's one champion that I really don't like, because you need either really high range to get to him, or you always are at the risk of getting hit by one of his tables. Also, another flying enemy that can hide over furniture. Really annoying. So I just end up killing him with a chalk. What does the shop have? We've got copious amounts of tokens, so I'm gonna go ahead and take everything here. Everything good, at least. Enemy deaths may spawn a friendly pet. I'm gonna take that. So that's essentially Guppy. Every time you kill something, well, it's more like infestation shot in Rebirth. Every time you kill something, you have a chance of spawning something that damages enemies. Also, I took the 10% crit chance up, and I took a thing that increases the amount of health I get from juice boxes. Get that, and be... Yeah, I was checking the map and saw that there was still like a room down here, and I wanted to check that out for some reason. Also, at some point, oh yeah, that was a thing. I totally pressed E at some point. I think that was before, when I stopped for a moment there. And used my use item when I was actually not in need of any juice boxes. Like, if I hadn't used this use item that early by accident, I'm gonna take the damage up. Also, my regular attacks become more destructive. I was pretty sure that this would happen. Yeah, I can now destroy environment with my shots. That's pretty damn awesome. And at that moment I was thinking, well, that's OP. It actually is pretty OP. That's like one of the most overpowered items I've ever seen in this, or like the most overpowered level ups I've ever seen in this game. They added a bunch of really nice level ups and items, I gotta say, since I last played it. The Virtuos, and yeah, all we gotta do here really is avoid the hands, and we probably won't get hit. So yeah, if I hadn't used that stupid item that early, I would have not died at the point that I did die. Yeah, I totally overlooked that there was always a safe corner here in those like things, and I get hit a lot for some reason. And that's where I finally realized, hey, there is actually a safe spot. So yeah, generally this isn't a very hard boss fight. You just need to actually know the patterns. And you should be able really to beat this boss without ever taking damage. again, if I wasn't that damn rusty in this game, I might actually would have made that without taking damage. And that would be the boss fight. No level up, let's go to the next floor. I have no idea what I'm going for here. Oh, I actually had a free spot in my juice boxes. Okay. I can't really read the numbers on the screen. The preview window of Coral Video Studio isn't that big. Anyway. So, next chapter boss. Reagan in the Capulets Conclave. Or Conclave, whatever. However you want to pronounce it. Latin or not Latin. Anyway. On this floor we actually encounter a champion that I really do not like, if I remember right. Yeah, with those destructive shots, reason I said it was OP, you can also shoot the tables of these guys. So they literally are just glorified stalkers that hover instead of running. Hover really slowly. There, that champion. That champion is, well, like the worst. Like, you have no time to actually hit him, and he spawns like a whole lot of fire that you can run into, and those stupid plasma balls. Like, this is like just bad design. There's no way you can beat that guy without getting hit at least once. Yeah, and then leave the room and re-enter to make that all disappear. That's one chalk, plus one chalk, and coin drops spawn friendly chalk clouds. A little bit of a problem with the environment destroying tears, or this isn't Isaac, don't call it tears, shots, is that I'm also destroying my friendly pets that I spawn sometimes by killing an enemy. And one problem with those pets is on a later floor you actually have enemies that look exactly the same. Like there's nothing to actually distinguish them. Sorry if I'm not talking that much anymore, but my throat really doesn't like me talking right now. For some reason. Don't know why. By the way, the normal enemy version of that guy isn't that much better, since that still teleports around too fast to hit it, and still does those plasma balls that are really annoying. So yeah. Also, I got stuck in the door there. Very nice game. Okay, Reagan. One of the really hard fights in this game, actually. But then again, for some reason, I don't know. Either they made the game easier, they like incredibly nerfed everything, or I just got really lucky in this run. And anyway, usually I wouldn't even get to Reagan in a normal run. Okay, I'll give you the fact that this is actually a pretty powerful run. But usually I wouldn't get to Reagan unless I had like a permanent crit, like the fragile glassware, and like the fragile beer or the turtle to kind of go along with that, so you actually dodge or take like resist damage, which is like a fraction of what you would usually take. Usually I wouldn't even get here without either of those items, with that actually pretty low damage. 124 for a normal shot, that's 121, 125, that's not that much damage. Usually I would only get here if I had 300 per shot, which would be all crit at the moment, because my crits do 3 times my damage. So yeah, I think they did nerf everything a little bit, which is good, because it gets really annoying if you play a game for hours and hours and then you get nowhere. Like, that was never skill based. Because you were just not in a position to ever do this game properly with the old builds. Anyway. Yeah, I opt for the... I think I opt for the gluttonous floor here, since that would give me more juice boxes. And I kind of need those, since I did lose pretty much all of my juice boxes, or at least half of my juice boxes against Reagan. Would I still have that item that I accidentally used, we wouldn't have that problem. It's really nice to actually be able to destroy environment with your tears, though. Shots, not tears. That's gonna happen at least, like, always. I'm pretty sure that's always gonna happen. I'm never gonna be not calling the shots in this game tiers. Yeah, that's a pretty stupid fucking champion there too. Because you've got wind going on in the room that makes you not be able to go in certain directions at times. Really annoying. You're essentially not able to really do anything about this. You're getting hit no matter what. So yeah, since I have a free use item slot, I'm taking the Apple Experiment, which destroys every projectile in the room. I got a sneeze, so I'm gonna mute myself. Okay. Dead end, so let's go back and see where the other stuff leads. Second champion for the floor. Much easier champion, by the way. Really not that hard. Only got hit once against it. And that was because I was stupid. Here. Yeah, I ran right into that. Use Knapsack, one of the best items in this game that increases your juice box capacity and also gives you 3 juice boxes. Okay, stupid. I hate when enemies do that. Just didn't leave me any room to move. And level up. Why would I reduce my life by 75%? I'd need a whole lot more life to make that valuable, even if it adds 5 extra lives. So this is essentially this is a dead cat, to put it in Isaac terms. I go with the speed up instead. Okay, we've got... Yeah, I don't need papers when I kill an enemy. That's a level up on the next floor immediately. I'm gonna take that. And I'm gonna take 2 more juice boxes since I have the capacity for those. And then we're off to the boss, hopefully. Not here though. That's a dead end. Okay, those plants are really annoying too, by the way, in case you didn't notice. We found another dead end, great. Oh, actually, that's not a dead end, there's a door on the right. There's the boss. Nice. Okay. And the boss is the brick pile, which is pretty annoying. I think that's the first time I actually beat this guy. He's got the same health regeneration thing going on that the Cauldron of Yesterday also has going on. So if the slimes reach him, he regains health. And I really hate when those slimes actually spawn right next to it. So what I'm doing here is I'm waiting for everything to spawn, then I use a juice box so it actually kills all the slimes at once. And because I have Satsu's ice tray, I actually got a whole bunch of ice shards to shoot the boss, which was pretty nice, I gotta say. Usually you don't actually hit the boss with those shots because it usually isn't up by the time that the shots reach him. Only for the last one. Didn't want to waste any more juice boxes though, so I didn't do that any more times. And there we go then. So this is where it's really important to go out and go back in, because I actually have the item that makes me level up right at the next floor. Pitch black or sensitive, if I saw that right, and I don't do sensitive floors. So pitch black. In case you're wondering about the pause, I was reading a chat next on my second monitor. 5 damage or 50 life. I'm gonna go with 50 life. Yeah, that also the shots destroying environments thing also makes this champion a real joke. Actually, so much of a joke that the plants are more of a threat, and I actually kill those first. And another 10% crit chance up. And we found a dead end. That was just because, fuck you. Fountain, I guess. I guess this run really shows why this game ended up being less popular than Isaac, since this isn't like anywhere near the end of the actual game, and we still have, like, we already have over an hour of run here. Like 1 hour plus runs on Isaac usually involve some sort of game breaking. Usually a run in Isaac is between 30 minutes and like 1 hour top. Like the usual normal run to the chest takes me about 50 minutes, and that's like a really good amount of time to take. Here it already takes you 1 hour to get like past chapter 2. And yeah, generally the whole "you're not gonna get overpowered" thing is also a thing. Definitely contributes to the amount of time you're gonna have to spend on fighting stuff. It would be really nice if I would stop not finding the right way. And of course I ran right into that. And here is where the environment destroying is again OP. Yeah, damage reduced by 75% when confused. Yeah, nice. really gonna be able to use that a whole lot. Most confusion attacks are completely easy to dodge, so yeah, it doesn't really make much sense to have this item at all. Sometimes I wish there was like a D6 mechanic for this game, where I could reroll useless stuff. Well, fragile glassware, hello. I'm definitely gonna take the all crits. And another juice box because I have the money for it. So yeah, the next few fights should be a little bit less of a time-consuming thing. Until I take a bunch of damage, that is. As you see, every hit is a crit. And boss fight. I think that's called the Winged Overseer, yeah. That did give me a whole lot of the damage that I need to take to break the fragile glassware, unfortunately. On the other hand, without the crits, that would be a really hard fight. Because, you know, all those little birds are like a pain in the ass, really. Anyway, Overseer killed. And we're done here. And there we go to the last, I think that's the last floor of the chapter again. Don't quote me on that. I never actually got past the boss of this, spoiler alert. Anyway, the last time we actually, like the only time before that we actually got to this floor, I died pretty much like 2 minutes into the floor or something. Like after 2 rooms or something like that. It's really stupid that this is a pitch black floor. Always. Because I don't see shit. I also didn't notice the spikes on the floor here. I hate those hand plants, whatever those things are. Okay, apparently I cleared it and that was a frickin' dead end. That dude there is really annoying. I think that's the guy that spawns those eye thingies popping up. Almost rolled over spikes there again. They're really hard to see against the pattern of the floor. Okay, another dead end. And there I took enough damage. That's actually been a thing probably for some rooms now. I did take enough damage to actually stop being able to do stuff. Yeah, there, the enemies that look like my pet thingies. I can't fucking distinguish them. Can you? I can't. That might as well be one of my thingies. I really don't like the Z fighting of the textures in there, so I just shoot it. I don't like it, so I shoot it. Yeah. Those jumpy dudes there are pretty fucking annoying, by the way. Especially the shots they shoot. That was a room where I was like, hey, what the fuck are those things? Never saw that enemy before, and yeah. Doesn't seem too bad though. So, either a speed up, which isn't that much, really. Or plus 150 life, but I lose 10% of my remaining life every floor. So, if I read that right, that means my life decreases, like my health decreases, not my max health, but my actual like health that I have decreases by 10% after every time I leave the floor. But then again, I have Hornblissed Steak, which heals me to up to 20%, so I should still get a plus out of that. So this is pretty damn OP. If I make it through the floor, that is. And there's the boss. And that guy is really fucking stupid. Like, he pops up way too little to actually be able to shoot him properly. He is faster than you. He shoots these bats at you. And yeah, you're gonna see some more stuff. He turns into a bat and just turns back if you actually kill all the blue, or yeah, I think the blue ones are the ones that you kill. Like, if you don't have the candelabra matchsticks, this dude is like not beatable. And this is where I start rolling in a way that he actually spawns in the matchstick flames. Which is especially nice if he spawns as a bat, because then that kills the smaller bats instantly. And he turns back right away. So I can shoot him again, because you can't shoot him in his bat form. And yeah, like the actual bat design choice of this guy is coming up when he's at like half or something of his yeah, at half of his life. There we go. Every second I lose 1 HP. Every second I lose 1 HP. Up until I kill this guy. Yeah. Fuck you. And then of course he turns into the fucking phase where you can't fucking shoot him at all. And if the bats actually hit you, he regens health. See? I find that pretty stupid. This is stupid design, this is bad design, this is just not fun to play. And like the really sad thing is, if I still had my juice box fill up thing, I could use it right now and have 11 juice boxes. In any way, I would have more juice boxes. And if you look at the health of the boss and at my health, then back to the health of the boss, then back to my health. You know, I would call this a draw. But of course he turns into a fucking bat right the moment that I could have killed him. Yeah. So yeah, this boss is really fucking stupid and I really don't like it, but I'm still going to go back to playing this game on stream whenever I start the daily streaming. That's when Afterbirth is out. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video of whatever I make. Till then, like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and till then, my name is WWDadman, and I'm out of here. Bye.